I'm Chris Payne. I've been working in private sector development and design and build house building for the last 20 years, based in Southampton. About 6 years ago, I got involved in a major development proposal in Eastleigh, again through private sector, but currently now I'm project director for Eastleigh Borough Council, who have acquired the site and will be bringing it forward with their own auspices during the next 10 years. It's the depends who you ask. It's unique in as much as it is being developed for a council by a council, without reliance on third-party developers. We may still yet use tier 1 contractors to deliver the construction phase, but it will be Eastleigh Borough Council flags over the door for the whole project. The majority of the development assets that are being built will be kept by the council in a long-term rental portfolio. So in that respect, yes, it is unique. And I believe it's the largest project being delivered in this way outside of London. So yeah, pretty unique. Few groundbreaking opportunities. For me, coaching is one of those things that you should do before you need it, if that makes sense. You know, when you are in business, quite often what you need is a bit of a sounding board, somebody to give you an independent view, but that actually gets the challenges and the pressures that you're facing as a leader in a business. For me, being that this is quite a new venture, you know, the skills required to do this job I'm comfortable with, but the scale and the working arrangements, i.e. within the council, are new to me as well, and they present some personal challenges and a few struggles. Just felt that it was worthwhile aligning myself with a coach. Sometimes all that means is that I offload on Steve and he's a listening ear, and other times he's able to, you know, knock me back on track, give me a bit of perspective, and, you know, get me going again. Yeah, so again, one of the challenges generally for the project was assembling a team that was capable of pulling off something like this. We've managed to do that now. We have 16 full-time members of staff working on the project. They've been assembled over a 9-month period. 4 of them have worked together before. The others are all new to each other and to the project. Some of them to the region as well. A few of the guys that are on the team have moved into the area, so don't even have the local supply chain knowledge. One of the biggest challenges for me early days was, how do you make a group of capable individuals into a team? How do you get that team bought in, enthused, and driving towards the vision of the project? Because this is one of those projects that has to be done through passion and through commitment to change. It's not about profit. As a local authority, you can't actually make or acknowledge profit in their books. So any trading surplus gets reinvested in something that is for the good of the community or frontline services. So changing people's perspectives, quite honestly, changing their decision-making tools, because when you're in private sector, rightly or wrongly, your decision-making tool is profit or reduced cost or increased value, as opposed to being the first question in this project is it the right thing to do? And if it's the right thing to do, how do we make it work? So the same skills to implement, but a very different thinking pattern and process and different drivers as to why we do things. So that was a big challenge. And Steve has done a number of things with me as an individual, which have fed down into group sessions with the team, and we'll shortly be doing a couple of sessions with the team that Steve's going to chair as well. But essentially, you know, getting the team to be a team truly, rather than just on a bit of paper because they share a same desk space. It was a bit of an accident, really. Steve had been working with a shared colleague, company that I do some private work for. So stumbled across him on LinkedIn, managed to watch a few of his posts and went, well, this guy makes a bit of sense. This looks like somebody I can work with. It kind of went from there. We made contact on LinkedIn. We had a couple of conversations, had a face-to-face. And I think the rapport was pretty much instant. You know, the understanding of where I was at was pretty much instant. And that's not the case with all coaches. Some coaches are a little bit like estate agents, in my view, but Steve is very different in that respect. You get a much straighter answer, I think, from Steve, even if you don't like that answer. and I think his insight is better than other coaches that I've worked with. So essentially, it was the fact that I think we gelled straight away and both felt that we could work with each other, and that's the key in this kind of relationship to me. I would certainly ask them to analyse why they want to do it. Coaching's not a silver bullet to your problems. Essentially your problems are yours to deal with. This isn't going to give you a get out of jail card. But what coaching will give you is a bit of reassurance, a bit of confidence, possibly access to a wider network of people that are like-minded or that have got similar issues. It will give you, a few insights as well. And let's face it, in certainly smaller businesses, even in medium businesses, being a leader is not why we went into business. We went into business because we're passionate about what it is we do. And so some of those skills that you need as a manager and a leader of people sometimes happen accidentally. And when you get to a point in your business where you have to be the leader and you have to be the person in charge, coaching certainly is a good way of getting those skills and those thinking processes in place. Not specifically. I think probably just a little recap. If you're thinking about coaching, again, analyze your reasons for doing it. I thoroughly recommend it's something to do, but go into it with your eyes open and make sure that you get a coach that you can work with, that you can respect, and that is going to do the same with you, because it's one of those arrangements that isn't always easy to see the tangible benefits, but just having access to that coach is always going to pay dividends if you do it in the right way.